First of all, I'm so sorry for the background noise in this video. My ceiling fan is on and I know it's really noisy, but I think you can hear me just fine, and it's really hot today. If I turn it off, I will probably melt down in the middle of the video. Hello everyone, it's Nina, and today I was inspired by Chloe from Books with Chloe to just scoot you a little bit closer and be a little bit more comfortable and just give you some facts about myself so you can get to know me a little bit better. I just wanted to film a quick video for Wednesday, and I think I'm just gonna come up with these facts as I go. There will be some bookish facts and some non-bookish facts, so let's go. So first of all, I'm currently 20 years old. My birthday is on August 17th, so I'm turning 21 now in 2019. I was born and raised, and I still live in a city called Belo Horizonte in Brazil, and I love it here so much. I don't think I would ever like to live somewhere else, but I actually have once. I think when I was 10 maybe, I think it was back in 2009. My parents went to Hawaii because they were, I don't know, working on something, and they were going to stay there for 2.5 months, so they took me and my brother along. And at the time we didn't go to school because it was at the beginning of the year. We weren't going to miss a lot of classes, and my brother and I were just children. We didn't really speak English. There were like a lot of requirements that we had to go through to get into school, so we just stayed home while my parents worked. And then we lived very near Waikiki in Honolulu, so we went to the beach very often, and that's when I started developing my English a little bit more because I only watched TV in English, and I ran out of books in Portuguese to read, so I had to start buying books in English, and that's where I actually started reading more in English. And nowadays I mostly read in English because I have problems with translation. So if I read a book in Portuguese, it's either from a Brazilian or a Portuguese author or a classic. A very important fact about me is that I love cats with all my heart. I'm a total cat person. I like dogs as well, but cats I don't know, I just love them so much. My phone fell off, great. But as I was saying, I love cats. We currently have 4 cats living with us. We have 3 males and 1 female, and all of them have Studio Ghibli names. So our only female is called Chihiro, and then there's Haku, Calcifer, and Yuki. When I'm older and I have like a stable job and everything, I really want to have my own cat shelter, and not the kind that, you know, just euthanizes special kittens and just treats them badly. I really want to have a place where cats can be treated very well until they get adopted. Shit. Oh my god. My phone fell again and I accidentally stopped recording the other video, but we're fine. So my favorite literary genre is YA fantasy. It's what I mostly read. I'm trying to get a bit more into other genres like classics, since I've only read a few, and adult fantasy. Some of my current favorite books are The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, The Thief of Always by Clive Barker, To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, The Catcher in the Rye by J. Lee Salinger, and Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I have only one sibling. I have a younger brother named Daniel. I love learning new languages, and it's something that I wish I could do more because English is my second language, so I speak Portuguese and English. And I did a 1.5 years of French class. I love French, but I have to go back to studying it, and I started studying Korean on my own, but it got hard because I didn't have a lot of time to do it, so I also want to get back to that. And this semester I took some Latin classes in college. We're cool, but I think Latin is like the most difficult language I've tried to learn so far. I also love traveling. Thankfully my parents also do, so they always take us along in their travels, either if it's, you know, to somewhere in Brazil or some other country. I've already visited the United States, Italy, France, England, South Wales, Portugal, South Africa, Greece, and we went to Turkey on a cruise that we got in Greece, so we went to Ephesus, but I still want to know so many more countries, and one of my goals for the future is to be someone who travels a lot. I want to have enough money to travel, of course, and to travel the entire world just like my parents do. I have a really weird music taste because I grew up on, you know, types of metal, like heavy metal, and types of rock, like classic rock and roll, sleaze rock. But I also went through my Disney phase and my Jonas Brothers phase, and then my emo phase, which I'm not over. And then in 2016, I started listening to K-pop, and I never got out of that rabbit hole. It's currently my favorite genre. My favorite groups are Pentagon, BTS. I'm really getting into Red Velvet, and if you like put my phone on shuffle, it's really weird because 1 minute it'll be playing a K-pop song, then a Five Finger Death Punch song, then a My Chemical Romance song, then an Elvis song, and it's weird, but I love my music taste. Another fact about me is that I am thoroughly convinced that my taste in shoes is great, and I love boots so much. I have a lot of them, especially combat boots. I just love like Doc Martens, and I think they're awesome. I think they're beautiful. I'm currently going on my 3rd year of university, and I go to law school, and so far I want to specialize in public international law. My favorite colors are black and blue. I used to watch a lot of anime when I was a kid, and then I stopped for some reason. I've been trying to get back into it, but I totally fail at keeping up with shows. I really have to be in the mood to watch them. As you can see, I even have like a Funko Pop of Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul. And if you want to recommend me some anime, I will be very glad. I prefer hardbacks to paperbacks just because I ruin books very easily. I think that paperbacks are a bit more resistant to my clumsiness. The booktuber that really inspired me and made me want to finally make my own channel was Cindy from Read with Cindy. I just found her channel recently. I love her videos. I wish I could be as funny as her. Yeah, I've been watching BookTube since I was like 15, so maybe since 2012, 2013. And the first booktuber I started watching was Cass from Cass J Talk. Another fact about me is that I don't really love poetry. I always try to get into it, but I can't. My favorite poem is Annabelle Lee by Edgar Allan Poe, and my favorite poet is a Brazilian poet called Carlos Drummond de Andrade. I really love going to the beach since there are no beaches in my state, but I also love swimming in waterfalls, and those we got plenty here, so they're lovely. I love, just doing spontaneous road trips with my parents over the weekends to go visit some waterfalls. I can play the acoustic guitar and the electric guitar a little bit. I've had acoustic guitar lessons for 3 years. In the last year I stopped and switched to the electric guitar. I really wish I knew how to play the cello. I think it's like one of the most beautiful instruments ever, but I've never tried, and I think it's really complicated because it doesn't have any frets, and I'm used to playing instruments with frets, so I don't know how that would go. I currently have 3 tattoos. So I have this tattoo that I showed you on my best books of 2018. I have a tattoo of Calcifer from Howl's Moving Castle because that's the name of one of my cats, and I have the Eye of Horus on my back. I am a Slytherin, and I'm pretty sure my secondary house is a Hufflepuff, even though that may sound weird. The first time I tried the Pottermore quiz, they sorted me into Slytherin, and then later on they sorted me into Hufflepuff, so I'm confused, but I think I'm a Slytherin with some Hufflepuff undertones. My Ilvermorny house is, I think, Pukwudgie. I can't remember the name exactly, but it's that one, the one that ends with Wedgie. I used to love painting my nails and doing all sorts of nail art when I was younger, but nowadays I just don't have the time and patience anymore. I'm a nail biter, which sucks. I have to stop. I know it's a terrible habit, but all of my polishes are basically rotten. I don't know, expired. They're not good anymore. So even if I wanted to get back into doing my nails, I would have to get a whole load of new nail polishes. I love dressing comfortably. Mostly my outfits consist of an oversized t-shirt, a pair of shorts, and I don't know, maybe some flip-flops or sneakers. I am just someone who loves to be comfy all the time, and so I feel really special when I have to put on pretty dresses for fancier parties and heels. I'm quite short. I am 1 meter and 56 centimeters tall. I don't know how many feet that is. I think 5 foot something, but yeah. I'm short. I have a few piercings on my ears that I love so much, and I used to have a ring on this nostril until fairly recently. I still have like the little hole in here, but one day I was trying to get Calcifer, my cat, out of the kitchen, and he like clawed at me because he doesn't like when I, oh shit. As you can see, another fact about me is that I'm very clumsy. But anyways, Calcifer doesn't like it when we carry him, and he just clawed at my nose, and then my nose piercing opened up, and just, it opened up and then it got out and it sunk like a little bit further on my nose, and I had to take it off. And I had to wait a few days to see if it wouldn't, you know, get an infection or anything. And when I tried to put it on again, the hole was already closed on the inside, so I'm excited to get my nose pierced again because I miss my piercing. And that's all I can think about myself for now, I think. I should have written this down because I had more ideas yesterday, but I was too lazy. And I'm not feeling very well today. I have cramps and my back hurts, so I think this is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this quick little video so you can get to know me a little bit more. And I will see you on Sunday. Bye!